in preview, so I don't know if it's actually working. Oh, here we go. It says go live. Let's see if this works. You're live. Okay, this is whole new UI I never had before. This is in beta right now. YouTube. Anyway, another quick short one, like a retro 80s look. Really simple. So start with an empty scene. We might need Photoshop. I'll try to build everything in here. Let's start with getting our 80s font or look of the font in here. Seen many like examples that if you go in here, right? Is it 80s retro font? Here we go. I'm just going to images. Go for this kind of look. This is a lot of work. It's not a lot of work, but you know, the sunset and all that. We could maybe try to add a sunset. I want to keep it quick. I'll start off something simple, and then we'll build up to adding more features, adding more elements into it. Let's do this. It's quite cool. Anyway, so we start with text. We're going to use text 3D. So we're going to have some 3D text, and we want to make this. Actually, I'm going to leave it on default right now. I'm going to center the alignment, center, and we'll just scale this up. You can put in whatever text you want in here. I'm going to type in retro. If I can spell retro, maybe all caps. There we go. I'll do all caps. This looks good. Always, you can go and find a better font if you want. But what I'm going to do now is click on here where it says text 3D. Go to the style where it says extruded. Now you can switch to beveled. Now you get the beveled edge. And now we're going to edit. And I'm just going to increase this to very high. Yeah, so you know. So now we get smoother text on the bevels. It's much nicer to see. Now let's add that nice gradient. Now you could do this a few ways. Easiest way I can think of is built into Ventuz, which is nice. And drop a color in there. I'm going to just set that to font for now. So go to material, texture, base. And if we go here to the loader and we use our nice gradient tool, and you see we've already got this color chrome. It's already set up for us. Really easy to edit. So I'm going to just adjust some of these sliders. So I'm going to adjust this so we get this, soften this edge. So you can see it's a bit softer here. And then of course we're going to change this to like a purple. Something like that. Dark purple, and then it goes to light, really light purple. You know, then you can bring up that, move this in a bit. There you go. So you can play around with that till you're happy with something you've got, like you're happy with the gradient. I'm happy with that for now. It's cool. So I've got this. So what I want to do is I want to create a grid. So you could, one way you could do it, it's actually easier. So we can do it with geometry, or we could do it with texture. So if you don't have Photoshop and you just want to stick it inside Ventuz, you can easily just make a grid in here using a spreader. So I've got one rectangle, and I'll rotate this again. So now I've made a crosshair. If I get the spreader, you know, like this, and say no. And now change the X position and Y position. You can see I've got like a little box here. So if I just block the text so you can see, so now I'll just change this, and now all I do is increase the count, turn mirror on. You can see we already got a grid, and you can increase that width and height, and you can position this, you know. One way, but I'm going to stick to just using texture because I want to animate this. So we need to set up our plane, so we're going to get an axis with a rectangle. I'm going to shift this behind at the top of the hierarchy, so scale this up and rotate it in the X 90 degrees, drop it down. So now we've got like a floor. So we can do is, maybe we can just Google white grid images, or just write grid lines, PNG. I'm doing a stream. I'm going to use this texture, so save images, and graph paper save. And I'm going to open up Photoshop, so where is it? Open with Photoshop, and I'll just change that color, so I'm going to turn it to white. This should be a very short tutorial, shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to change the mode to RGB color, new, white, there we go. Now we've got a white grid. I'm just save this as a PNG again, just save it again. I'll hit OK. Close this. Don't need it anymore, hopefully. So I'll just apply a color. I want a solid color, so I don't want the light to affect or anything. And go to texture, base with alpha. And if I look for it on my desktop, it should be there and open. Got the grid texture. Nice. So now you can scale up your rectangle, you know, get the grid look into how you want. I've got one up there. And what I actually do is I'm going to move this just in front, so delete that one. So I have it here, and just have another rectangle. So it's just they're parented, so they got the same rectangle, the same texture applied to both rectangles. And rotate, not rotate that way or that way. There we go. Let's rotate. So it'll be minus 90, and move this up. There we go. Nice. We got something nice going on here. And what we can do is give this a tint, so that we saw. You got that retro pink. Got looks pretty plain. Doesn't have any glows or flares or anything yet. And we can add all that. Let's see if I go here. Do they still have? Can add fog as well to the grid. Let's do some ground fog. I don't know how it'll affect it, but let's see what happens. I'm going to play around with the start and end. And turn this to black. So now it looks like it's kind of feathered out. You can choose the amount. Oh. Yeah, still happy with it. And like, I can let that. So I'm happy with this. And next, I'm gonna add some place. So I'm gonna parent this. So under the tree of the font, I'm gonna parent this and get a color solid and a rectangle. Bam. Place this in front of the font, like so. Move this across. I'm gonna scale this down a little. It's up to you how many you do, but I'm gonna do one for now, and we can duplicate this. So if we go here to material stage, texture, base with alpha, and we go to the loader. And if you go into the loader here, you've got a few flares and textures that we can use as a flare. You can create your own, but this one here, start with sharp spikes, will do the job. You know, so we can place this on top. And if we go here to the materials where it says blending, if we go to here where it says alpha blend, advanced, and you can say glow, and you can see that additive blend with a glow, nice and bright. Now you can duplicate this again. I'll show you. Duplicate, control and drag down. Perhaps it's a different size, and you can squeeze it down a little. It's up to you to experiment, but yeah, have a play. I'm just moving it around till I find something I like. I'll keep it like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So now I want to animate the grid. So I want to animate the grid moving. So we can go here into the texture properties. Here, where it says mapping, I'm going to change this to 2D mapping UV0. And where it says clamp, we want to change that to wrap, because we want to wrap the texture. And now we want to animate, let's see, is it the X or the Y? The Y. So we can animate the Y. So you could keyframe this if you want, or you can drag it to a mover, or you can click on this little icon here, and then you can it's a mover already collapsed inside, and then you can choose one. So if I did linear 1, and it's going really fast by stupid, and increase the duration. Oh, that's too slow. There we go. Now the direction of this one is the wrong way, so I can rotate this round to go in the same direction. So minus 180. There we go. Now let's add some on top. So what you could do is now you can animate this title. You can animate flying in. So if I want, I can say, what's more cheesier, like maybe coming from here and flying in like this. So let's go keyframe. And set a key here. Just close my stage here just to have more space. So you can see the timeline better. So I'll go to about a second and set another key. You can always change how you preview your timeline. I like it to see in seconds. So we'll go to 1 second and we just bring it forward like this, and back here, push it back. We can apply again. We can take this ground fog as well, maybe, and apply it to this and see how that affects it. Let's restart those. For some reason it's only affecting the half. Let me try vertex. Is it vertex? I think vertex. I can't remember. Got fog and ground fog. Oh, Try fog. Yeah, let's do fog. Maybe I'll apply the same to this one. That's much better. That looks much better already. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, so now it's disappeared into the darkness. Right in the back, and we bring it forward, it kind of flies forward. So I'm going to push it back a bit and reduce this at the end. Let's reduce the thickness. There we go. Oh, the back. Where's the start? Let me reset this. I think I broke it. Okay, cool. So we've got this going on with the fog. So we're cheating it with the fog. If you used to have a different colored background, then you'd even need to match that, because you'll just get this black outline. A good example, you see if I put a 2D layer color and stick it behind, that's what the fog's actually doing. It's just, you have to be careful with using fog, but because we've got a black background, we can get away with that. So let's go back to that layer. So we've got this animation. Let's add a spreader. Let's make it a bit more. Actually, I don't think the fog's helping the glow. It's kind of killing it. Let's take that off. Yeah, we'll take it off for now. Let's add a spreader. Now I'm gonna put it after the tree. Push this back in Z, and then increase the count. I don't want these in. So there we go. So I took the flares out of the spread, so I'm just doing the spread on the text itself. Now you can do this kind of weird, all this weird, you know, retro 80s look where they have this, the text sometimes kind of has this weird zoom in effect using the spreader. Or how they used to add 3D depth by repeating it. So we could key that as well if we want. Let's just key that rotation. And maybe here it's like this. And here it's at 0. Oh, I didn't set a key. Great. Alright, I'll just re-rotate it. And I want this slow. Okay, there we go. Play, bam. Can speed this up. And if I get an oscillator, I like the oscillator. Now make it a bit more fun. And 12 for now. There we go. You can make it swooshing or whatever. I'm just keeping really basic animation. You can experiment and create your own version and maybe share it on social media or something. And once you had like a, be nice to see other people's stuff. But there you go. So now let's just add some post effects on this. So to make it even more wow. So we can go here to the layer and we go into here, blend it. So we can add glare, of course, we need glare. Add the gain, diameter. Yeah. Play around with that. I'm gonna change the aspect. I like that. There we go. That's looking cool. And then let's add some, where is it, RGB noise. We go to the RGB noise, we can choose amount. So you know, you got the old telly look with the static noise. If you scale it up, you get more. I'll bring it down. I'll over exaggerate this a little bit. I also want to add RGB distortion. Place this before the noise. And I'm going to just offset the RX here just a tiny bit. Oh, just tiny bit, just to get that retro videotape look. Oof. You know, and maybe push this back. There we go. And perhaps I flip the keys the other way, so I'll do this, rotate this. Whee, there we go. I could also, if I want, animate the X position. So if I want to make this a bit more in the Y position, you know. So this is our endpoint. I'm just going to make sure there's positions set in here. Let's take it off there, and you know, maybe up and across. Let's see what happens. There we go. Now it's not perfect. We may add some crazy oscillator to it. Like to use like between 12 and 13. And let's just stretch that a tiny bit. I'm gonna go here. I want it the X value, so slide it in, and the Y in down here. You can experiment. It's not the best animation, but I just give you an idea, you know. You can even delay that. And increase that. Anyway, maybe I don't do the X and the Y, so I could delete those channels if I want. Let's see what happens when we do this. There we go. Anyway, hopefully that was useful. It was a short tutorial. It's not the best. If you want, you can add the sunset and stuff. So if you want to add a sunset, like for example, or even the triangles that we saw, so you could say, oh, get a circle. Now just adding additional graphics quickly inside. So say we got this circle and got a hole in it, and we drop the tessellation down. Bam. Yeah. You got that whole. You can animate this as well if you wanted. So you can animate this drawing in, or if you animate the angle itself, or say if I drag the angle, you can animate this draws. So we can do that quickly. So if I take the angle, drop it into the animation, and then say, well, here it's 360, and about here it's 0. So it draws after the text comes flying in, you know. And of course you can put color on that. I'll go for no light. Yeah, whatever you want. So you could go for that crazy orange look. And again, you can get another circle. and this could be our sunset. So say this is our sun. So now I'm just creating some of the assets. So this is sun, and I changed the start. The start is it on the wrong one? So on the circle, I'll change this to 180. And we've got half a sun. Can use the same material here. It's coming out from behind the sun. But yeah, you get the idea. How you can add and elements to this and experiment. Even like this, And sun, if you want, you could add, go in here, you can add materials, texture, base with alpha, loader, I'm just right now just experimenting. Yeah, okay, it can be a soft one, but I guess the hard edge looks better. But you can also do that. 2D mapping, UV mapping, I'll leave clamp on. Just gonna change the scale and the scale Y. Change the Y position, and where it says clamp, I want this to wrap. There we go. Now I've got the lines going on in the background. All sorts. You can even split this off. So if I wanted to take the grid, for example, if I cut that out, I could put this on a whole back. I could put this in another background layer like this. They stay in here, still in this, and have control over how much glows on those grids. Now that you see that there's no RGB effect on that one, it could have its own glow. So bloom, we can add bloom on this one. Let's see, there we go. You can control each element yourself. Nice. Yeah. And then add more effects. Now I'm just going a bit overboard with like experimenting and stuff. And go back and add the RGB noise here, and maybe I'll just play around with the settings and see, There we go. Hopefully that was useful. Um, can experiment. You can also say if you're not happy with that. I'll just put this all back in one layer for now. But yeah, you get an idea how easily you can, just cut and paste. Can use the layers and create nice effects, and you don't even have to leave the software, which is nice. Oh, I don't need the axis. Ignore that. I'm going to also do distortion. At the bevel, boom. Kind of crazy, but yeah. If you enjoyed it, if there's some use, yeah, send it here. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your evening, morning, or night. And catch you next time. Bye bye. Bye.